be killing off men out here because it's a fact, right? There's none of them. And so I think those are really two interesting points to really press on. That's why I'm kind of doing that. And hopefully those things change over time. But
I think,
but please keep talking.
No, I just think the biggest thing, like in terms of equity, like you want to talk about equal, I feel like a lot of Krumpers focus on what women do outside of Krump and hold that against them, whereas they don't hold that same light for men. And I think that's the biggest issue. I think that needs to be like talked about and really reflected on is like, why do you respect me because of who I talk to outside of Krump, who I date outside of Krump, or is it something I personally do to you? Because I know a couple individuals who do not get involved, and I don't think it's ever been anything that I've done personally. So that's really what hopefully we can get past in my experience. That's the one that kind of like hurts a little bit.
I feel you. Question: do you? I just want to really hit like. Are you doing anything more with soliloquy? Talk about that a bit. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I didn't want to like do anything like plug anything in.
Please plug. Like
but,
it doesn't matter.
It was a grant funded program that I started to pretty much bring both cultures that I'm in with sneakers and Krump and kind of fuse them together. Right. So the ladies that participated took it was supposed to be 12 weeks, but we extended that because I just want to Krump all the time and they were about it. So it's been going on for almost a year now, coming up on a year, but the 12 weeks were free Krump classes, and then they got to customize their own kicks that were also funded to kind of reflect the character, the persona, the attitude that they developed and found while learning Krump. So yeah, and I would have loved to open it up to everybody, but I feel like with the history and the events that happened in Toronto, I kind of just wanted, I felt like this was the first time women came together in Toronto and stuck to Krump. Like back in, I think 2013, 14, a couple of the women tried to do like a crew group thing called Grim City. Yeah. It was tight, but it didn't last because, you know, there isn't that consistency with women. And so I'm just trying to really stay committed and consistent so that women do feel like they can stay in Krump. Right. And so, yeah, that was pretty much a huge deal for me. Like, I definitely had some emotional moments, like performing an all-female Krump session. Like, that was crazy to me. I've been in Krump for like 8 years, and like that's never happened, you know. Right. So yeah, it's like to perform with these girls that really wanted to learn Krump outside of like, let me just put this into my style and leave. Like it's a huge deal for me. And actually Pretzo, who was part of Toronto Krump, she expressed to me, I don't know if she's gonna hate me for this or not, but she expressed to me she left Krump because she felt like she didn't belong anywhere. And now, like, that she's back, she wants to stay because she found, like, her little niche. And I think it's insane because I remember seeing Pretzel battle Banshee, like, way back. And, you know, that battle, because she didn't have people on her side or she felt like she didn't, she left. Like, she was like, okay, like, this isn't for me. Let me go somewhere else. So hearing stuff like that, like I said, it's just it benefited me bigger than like winning a tournament or like winning a battle or killing someone off. It like satisfies me to like my core.
Right. I feel that. That's actually that's just, and Banshee was an OG. Banshee's dope. Banshee's so cool. But yes, Marcus. Yeah, I had to say something. That's for sharing that, Monica. That was dope.
Thank you.
It was dope. Yes, Marcus. What is popping?
No, I was gonna say to touch on Monica's thing in terms of Krump in society. Well, Krump first of all, Krump and the people in Krump, it can be ego driven, right? Dance can be ego driven. So, a lot of Krumpers are ego driven. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that hot topic of the week thing, from a male perspective, it's like that too. And I can't speak for women and what they experience, but Krump itself has an egotistical state of mind where, equity sort of gets removed in the sense of how much does everyone's value, the value of a person's expression. You're around Wilson tight, so I'm not gonna hype you.
Right.
You're doing some stuff I didn't like, or I'm not too familiar with, so I don't know about that. Oh,
right.
You come with those guys, but you're not looking at these guys, and that's an evident thing. No one can tell me different. Ego does create those things within dance and within Krump itself, which is why a lot of the Krump community partakes in that, right? Because some people Krump is life, and this is all they have, so this represents them. So that can be a factor of the equity sort of being affected too, is the egotistical state of mind that comes with the dance itself. That self-entitlement. I'm tight, so I deserve this. I deserve to be recognized. Some
right.
people do think like that,
right.
hands down.
Right.
You know what I mean? But I feel like once that's removed, and no matter your skill set and what you have, you can use that as a gift to give back, and purely give back. Be selfless about it. Like that's another form of equity that can be very emphasized within this dance, because it stems from, there's a hierarchy system in this dance alone. You know what I mean? Like a lot of big homies and a lot of fan members. A lot of fans have big homies where they're expected to listen to their big homie, but sometimes they may not have the best big homie. He just may be tight,
right?
So they'll get the skill set, but in terms of where's the equity in terms of that, in terms of the fam? So you have to listen to me because of the knowledge that I know. Why not be equal? There can be so many dynamics in terms of creating equity too within Krump. But overall, in terms of race and religion, it's been amazing because it's spread all over the world. You know what I mean? It's literally all over the world right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
From Asia, South Asia, Asia itself, Philippines, Europe. You know what I mean? You have all cultures, races, religions. And surprisingly, I don't know if it's a North American thing, but the women there, women are excelling differently. You know what I mean?
Right.
Within this dance too, and it's deep, because if you look at Rise, man, you would see women dancing
right
just as prevalent as the men were. You know what I mean? I didn't really see division at that time, and it became so dominant that it was crazy. But there's just been a small group of women, yeah, and the men are aggressive in this dance too, so I can understand that too, right? But now in the world, it seems as there's communities built to hub those sectors,
right?
I mean, and to cultivate those things now. So the equity has definitely improved tremendously. I can say, there's no way you can't say it, because there's no way you can't say it. It's evidently you can travel to anywhere in the world, you can find probably a Krump community.
Right.
Even if it's small. Jamaica even has a small Krump community.
And Jamaica has a Krump community? Oh, I want to go. That's going to be interesting.
But
the kill-offs there must be crazy.
The mental aspect of equity in terms of Krump can be formed differently.
Yeah. Wait, Jamari, you're from Jamaica, no? Are you full Jamaican or are you?
No, that was crazy to me.
No, I'm Jamaican and Trinidadian.
Trinidadian? Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. All right.
Both worlds.
I don't know. I think it's important. I think like, and there's like for Jamaican people, we just know like there's this thing. Anyways, okay. I was about to make a comment that probably wasn't appropriate, but like, okay. How about this? Marcus, you really hit so many things I can't even begin. You know what I mean? I think I want to leave it. I think that's something you have to play back, really listen. I think you're really.
Everything's choppy for me. I can't.
Are you still choppy? Are we all choppy? Are we good? Are we still? What's popping with us?
I'm good here.
I'm good.
Yeah, things are. Marcus, what do we say?
Yeah, I'm pretty choppy.
You're choppy.
I'm good. Mariah's choppy. I'm good. I feel good. I'm looking good.
William, what do we say?
I'm good here.
Okay, I'm good now. Yeah.
You're good now. You're good to go. Let me close. Is anyone playing any music in the background? Maybe that might be because it might be.
Oh shit, that's probably me.
The music kind of like mess up the bandwidth because it's like it's.
I wanted it so bad. Like I was around it,